sharp as a blade, sifting through the chaos where the stories fade, flipping pages fast like a hurricane, clues in the dark, dancing in her brain. She's Kiki 2025 true crime, breaking it down one thread at a time. Cases gone cold, but she's heating the line, coming in hot with the fresh new eyes. Photos on the wall connect like dots, maps and strings tie the tangled plots. Her mind's a puzzle where the truth unlocks. Every step forward, another TikTok. She sees what they miss, the cracks in disguise. She's got the angle, she's got the prize. She's Kiki 2025 true crime, breaking it down one thread at a time. Cases gone cold, but she's heating the line, coming in hot with a fresh new eyes. Zoom in the frame, enhance the grain, pieces come together in a mental terrain. Voices in the silence, they call her name. Kiki's on the case, rewriting the game. Yeah. Kiki's got a notebook sharp as a blade, sifting through the chaos where the stories fade, flipping pages fast like a hurricane, clues in the dark, dancing in her brain. She's Kiki 2025 true crime, breaking it down one thread at a time. Cases gone cold, but she's heating the line, coming in hot with the fresh new eyes. Photos on the wall connect like dots, maps and strings tie the tangled plots. Her mind's a
breaking down cases, wonder what the case is. 2025, got the game in the mazes. Thinking of a time when we all got blazed, and we didn't even think about the game being racist. True crime, every day I don't face it. But Kiki 25, baby in the basement. Case after case, you just gotta keep chasing. Taking over the world, she gon' be the one they name it. Kiki 25, the true crime. She gon' solve the world, she gon' change the world, and then she'll be yours. Kiki 25, the true crime. She gon' solve the world, she gon' change the world, and then she'll be yours. Every time she think about it, she be going crazy. Everything she ever dreamed about was always hazy. Taking time to go around the world, it never fazed me.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? It's been busy, crazy for me, like always. Come on in. We've got another case. I have followed this case for over a year, but never really talked about it on here. We have been concentrated on Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and I'm going to come in and say hello to everyone. I hate that chat like this. I'm sorry, Daisy. Sorry. I did only do the vertical one today because I wanted to test drive it out. Okay, wanted to check it out. Hello, Kathy Gordon. Thank you for being a mod. Hello, Rhonda. Thank you for modding. Hello, Grace Bears. Thank you for modding. Hello, Mamal, our member. Thank you for being a member. Let's go down. Hello, TJ. Thank you for modding. Me and you. Thank you for modding. I have a lot of mods. Let's see here. Let's go down. Let's say hello. Hello, Teresa Stott. Thank you for being a member, hon. Thank you. Let's see here. Let's go down. Go down. And I think we're there. Okay. On this platform that you do, I know TJ, right? I'm friends with everybody, honey. Anyways, on this platform, we do have you seen the picture of that boy? Looks like, yes, I did see that menu. I did see that. But on this platform, we do sometimes have a lot of trolls. So I think I've got enough mods to handle that, right? Um, anyways, also, do y'all see like a button? They said something, and I've never seen it, but like, y'all don't have to gift nothing. I'm not saying that, but do you see a button where you can do like jewels or something like that? They say you get turkeys and coffees and I don't know what all. I thought it was kind of cute. Anyways, um, has everybody been doing good? I know I've been MIA for 3 days. I'm sorry. I apologize. We're going to get more, you know, more on tact, right? Yeah, it's the little present off to the right of chat. See, I can't see that, TJ. That's cool, though. Okay. Anyways, let me tell you, last night, it seems like I come on here and I complain all the time. I'm not trying to complain, trust me. But the other day, one of our piece of equipment went down over a frozen rock being in it. It's crazy. So that was stressful. So the day was not good because that was a fortune. Anyways. And then last night, thank God that we're safe, but we had some very strong winds in Tennessee. Very, yes, Kathy. The power went off. Y'all saw a picture on my post. Everybody in the world flipping saw like this green lightning or whatever. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen before in my life. But anyways, it's got my phone working better. But the power went out and was out for about like 4 hours. So my 5-year-old now, she was like, Mom, I'm tired. Well, guess what? Mommy didn't have the sound machines that you can put batteries in. Mama had the batteries that plug into the wall. So, guess what? We didn't go to sleep till the power came on, which was 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, Mama Grace is good. She was sleeping through the storms, TJ. Yep. If I'd showed up at her house, she would have went in a panic attack and wondered what was going on. So I don't call her after what 11:30, Grace. Yep. Yep. So let's get started, guys. This case is a doozy. There's a lot to it. Hang on just a second. The TV paused. Okay, guys, I'm going to throw up my Fair Use Act and we're going to get going, okay? And Lord, I can't see nothing. Hang on. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. Here we go. Maybe I can see it if I put this up there. Okay, we use videos on this channel for commentary, criticism, reporting, and everything is alleged. And in our opinions, we are allowed to use videos for the Fair Use Act, of course. We are not, this is all speculation in our opinions, right? Nothing is, everything's alleged in our opinions, and we're not blaming anyone ever. Okay? All right. Me and you's having a storm. It looks like Kiki, this will be the last time you use this. Yeah, I guess so. People don't like this one. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's cover the story of Mica Miller out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Okay, me and you, yes, please be safe. Mica Miller was a 30-year-old woman from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, whose death they alleged that she committed, and this is trigger warning, okay? But they alleged that she committed the side, okay, in April of 2024. It sparked national attention and a movement from domestic violence awareness, okay? This case, her husband was a pastor. of some mega churches. Okay. I think 2 or 3 churches, or if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And the case led to a federal indictment, which happened yesterday, of her estranged husband, former pastor John Paul Miller, on cyber stalking charges in December of 2025. Marriage and separation. Mica and John Paul Miller were married in 2017 and 18, and he served as pastor at Solid Rock Church. Mica was active in the church, running its women's ministry and leading worship. They were estranged and in the process of a divorce at the time of her death. There was allegations of abuse. Court documents and police reports detail a history of alleged emotional, psychological, and physical abuse by John Paul. Mica's family claimed she feared for her life, and her sister, recalling Mica, said, "If I end up, trigger warning, guys, with a pew-pew in my head, it was JP." Mica also alleged that John Paul began grooming her when she was a minor, working at the church years before their marriage. There was also, hey, Holly, thanks for coming in, honey. Thanks for being a member. Harassment and stalking. They were alleged allegations of harassment and stalking. In the months leading up to her death, Mica filed multiple police reports. Sorry, guys. Hang on just a second. My little one messed up my phone. Police reports reporting slashed tires and finding a GPS tracking device on her car. The federal indictment alleges John Paul engaged in harassing communications, posted nude photo of Mica online without her consent, and placed tracking devices on her vehicle. He is also accused of lying to federal investigators about his actions. Mica's death on April 27, 2024, Mica passed by a self-inflicted gunshot wound at lumbar. Hang on just a second, guys. Okay, guys, hang on. Following her death, Mica's family and friends came forward with police reports, court documents alleging a pattern of emotional, psychological, and financial abuse by John Paul Miller. Mica had reported findings of GPS trackers on her cars, having her tires slashed, and being afraid for her life. An affidavit from her sister stated Mica confided, "If I end up," well, I read that, guys. But it says also that there was other people that were alleged to possibly had been hooked, okay? Hooked to, I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking at chat. Y'all got me confused. Hooked to this case. And one being a gentleman, okay, by the name of, if I'm not mistaken, Johnny, okay? No, Daisy, he has not been charged with her death. No. But he has been indicted on the cyber stalking, placing her photos online without her consent, okay? I guess while they were arguing, I'm not sure. But this started, he was actually alleged to be on medication. Yeah, Holly, I agree. JP seems out of his mind. Yeah. And I want to explain this one to you so good, guys, but I'm trying, like, my mind, my ADHD is going crazy. I hope they do too. The thing about it is, she was leading songs, was over a women's ministry. She even was going overseas and helping kids overseas. Okay. But it was alleged that he was in the gym all the time and that he wanted her to be this, I guess, perfect wife and wanted her to take like the steroids, I guess. Have to watch churches. Yes. Well, I've got some videos I want to show you guys real quick so that way you can kind of see how it went down. Okay. This is credit to, okay, Robbie Harvey. And I love his videos. He followed Mica for a long time, but I haven't seen anything recently except for a post. He was actually allegedly getting getting weird phone calls that were alleged to be JP, possibly. Okay. Me and you, thank you. Hang on, guys. I'm missing chat. Let me start chat. Excuse me. Coughing some. Click the three dots in the right hand corner, top, go to chat. Oh, you couldn't see the whole chat. You had to do all the chat. Yeah. Yeah. YouTube started doing that thing. He made her do awful things, Holly said. Yes, he did. Allegedly, he would, and mind you, this is a pastor, behind the scenes, take her and make her do things with strangers in front of him, allegedly. Okay. But please put up trigger warning. This is a total trigger warning, like this whole live. Okay. But I want you guys to watch this. I gotta get in the groove of things. Hang on. I don't understand why women put up with this stuff either. No, I agree, Grace. It's crazy. But she tried to actually get away from him, Grace. And yeah, yep, it's wild. But here you go. I'm going to share this, and this is basically a breakdown of everything. And this was from a year ago that Robbie Harvey put this on. And this is, yeah, trigger warning, trigger. This is horrendous. Okay. I'm going to start it back here. It's jumping around. I don't know why it wants to start.
Only unto her. So
Start from the beginning. But this is basically a breakdown of everything. Okay.
Robeson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hang on, I need to put some music with this.
Myself, and
Let me put some music with this, guys. I'm jumping around. Sorry. It needs music. I don't think Robbie would strike me, but I want to play some music because, and we'll do a breakdown of these videos as we go. But this is a very telling video. There should be 3. Oh, you're trying to tell her how to do it. Thank you, Daisy. I'll do the other stream from now on, guys.
I just want my family to know where to find me.
I got a call late last night. My wife has passed away. Yeah, it was self-induced.
I need to know the paper trail. Who's in charge? We have a lot of assets, a lot of money to guard. Because it's not our money, it's God's money.
kiss your bride. Keep thee only unto her, so long as you both shall live.
And he is texting me at this point saying, I'll be at your house at 12:55. I'm armed and ready.
Please stop, Mike, stop! I'm so depressed. I want to die. I'm battling suicidal thoughts. I have unforgiveness, hatred, demons coming out of me.
And see, this is what, in my opinion, is number one narcissist attitudes. When the narcissist tries to blame the other person and say, oh, you're crazy, and blame everything on, their partner or whatever. But when in all reality, it's actually the narcissist that has the problem, right? It's the actual person that has a problem. But because him being a pastor, then everybody's going to act like pastors are gods. Pastors are not gods. I promise you that. Okay? As I said, my husband's pastor, I'm pastor's wife. We are normal people like everybody else. Do we bicker back and forth? Yes. Every couple's going to bicker back and forth, right? But to go and hide evil things, allegedly, in my opinion, to hide evil stuff and make her do these bad things, allegedly, right, is horrible. I want to read TJ. I can't even read it on that. The bad thing with Mica, she believed in the church, believed in no divorce, but she finally left, and unfortunately, this idiot took a vote. I agree. Let's continue to play hard. Kiki, I don't make her. I don't either, Grace. I don't either. But, there's situations out there. And this was her after she left work and supposedly buying a pew from a pawn shop, okay, before she went to the North Carolina park to commit the suicide, which I don't believe that. I believe she was, honestly, in my opinion, buying one to protect her own self from someone. And I believe they said that he was also threatening her. Now, the twist in this, guys, okay? The twist in this is Mica has passed away. Well, the lady that he is with now, her husband was in a wheelchair, okay? He was in a wheelchair from an accident. And he all of a sudden passed away on accident by falling into a pool and drowning. Okay? So you got both spouses passed away, right? You got churches moving money, allegedly. This is insane. Okay? He had a very, very big church. Okay? Yeah, like about the... Yeah, TJ, I know. It's so weird. But to finally see that he's indicted in what Mica's family has went through, guys, I could not imagine. But we're going to continue. We may make this like a 3-part series because I don't think there's no way that we'll be able to get through all this.
Got the weapon for self-protection. She told me days beforehand.
A lot of people, hey, sir, a lot of people want to know if you murdered your wife.
I looked at her phone and I counted over the past 2 years, 18 people who had texted her and said, if you ever want to talk about your husband, you can talk to me and say anything and I'll keep it confidential.
They are crap. They're right behind.
Did y'all hear that? He said that he went through her phone and found 18 people she had confined in, and that they had said, if you want to talk about your husband, you can confine in me. He read her phone. He allegedly slashed her tires. He allegedly put GPS. This next part of this video of him laying on the ground was alleged that his first wife, he had allegedly taken some things, okay? He had taken some things and he was crying and just, I don't know. In my opinion, the guy needs help badly. And I think there's some mental illness there. But, yeah, Daisy. But to for the spouse, for Mica to go through what she had to go through. Can you imagine? She tried to get away, Grace. That's what's so hard. She was cutting ties right there at the end, and then this happens. Now you tell me if that's not weird. Like me and you says, power and control. Just, I guess being a pastor, I guess she probably thought that no one would believe her side of things, right? Because the pastor can snowball people sometimes. I'm not talking all pastors, but the pastor can snowball people sometimes, right? They can snowball people into thinking that they're God or close to God. And that's not the case. That's not the case. I mean, you have to be close to God to get up there and preach. I'm not saying that. But they're normal people just like everybody else.
When you're the bride of Christ and he sees his bride going through abuse and hurt, what do you think he thinks about that?
One day I'm going to preach about getting rich, strong, healthy, and finding a hot wife that loves Jesus. That's what I'm going to do.
You hear that? Hang on. That made me sick. One of these days I'm going to pray about preaching to Jesus, finding a hot wife. Who stands in front of their congregation and says that?
She just fell in love. That was her heart.
Walk away.
I'll show you the pictures.
Do you want to go to jail?
We'll be on Facebook in a few hours.
Alrighty, you'll be in jail in a few hours.
So I texted him, and
too.
he pretty much immediately just started begging for nudes.
Exactly,
I have a
TJ.
great piece about between me, God, and my wife is that I was the best husband I could possibly be, and if I went to do it over again, I don't think I could have done any better.
The best husband.
So you believe that moments before...
Right here is the video where she's walking through a parking lot, and there's a black truck scene. Okay? I think this was at the pawn shop possibly, so there's footage. But for what reason she drove up to North Carolina? I believe she was trying to meet with someone to maybe give them... I wonder if there was money involved. That's my question. Was she trying to give money for somebody to say, hey, I'm paying them off because allegedly he had videos of certain things that he had made her do?
Mica died. John Paul Miller was tracking her.
Yeah, and it honestly kind of sent a shiver down my spine.
Rhonda, yeah. Right here's when
11:38 in the morning. Mica Miller leaves her apartment and heads for work. And according to multiple people who spoke to Mica hours before her death, they say yes, she was stressed about her pending divorce from Pastor John Paul Miller. But they also say she was in good spirits. And we even know the podcast that Mica was listening to right before her death. It was a podcast encouraging her that it was going to be okay to leave her husband. It was going to be okay to begin her new life. Because Mica, who loved the Lord, truly...
So see, sometimes, and what he's talking about is, yeah, he did, Holly. I agree. I believe that sometimes churches put in your mind, yes, churches don't like divorce. But in cases where there's, alleged abuse, narcissism, you're going through what you're going through, you don't stay in that type of environment, right? You move forward and you get the help. If anybody wants to drop a link on like, mental abuse and spousal abuse, if anybody ever needs help, to contact those 1-800 numbers, that'd be great. If one of you mods could find something like that, that'd be great. TJ or somebody. Manu says, trust me, I know I tried to get out of many times now, and sometimes it feels like there's only one way out, in my opinion. Manu, baby, you got to trust in the Lord, and you need the resources to help you. I don't know your predicament, but you know, if there's somebody that you need to talk to, if you need somebody to help you, please reach out, you know? Yeah, he broke his covenant when he started abusing her. Yeah. Yep. Listen to this, guys. It's crazy. And to see what she went through, it just breaks my heart.
He believed that divorce was wrong, according to the Bible.
I wrote a book on this with these two words as the title. And the two words are necessary endings.
And this is what I'm going to tell anybody, that if you are in that situation and you feel like, oh, I don't need to get a divorce because the Bible, the Lord, whatever, okay? God understands and does not want you mentally, physically, anything abused. Yes, don't think that, Manu. No. I can talk to you in an inbox. You know, we're TJ's here, Grace, anybody, Rhonda, you want to reach out to and talk to, we're here, honey. Okay? There is always help. There is always help. And God, see, I knew this was laid on my heart for a reason. I had no clue anybody was going through any of this. Yes, TJ, thank you, guys. We are a family here, and we stand behind women and you know, anyone.
She was really struggling with the decision to serve her pastor husband with divorce papers and a restraining order request just days before her death. But that wasn't the only decision that she was struggling with. She struggled with turning in the one place that she loved with all of her heart. She turned her church into the IRS. This caused a lot of stress and turmoil in her life and within her relationship with a crumbling marriage between her and John Paul Miller.
Please stop, Mica, stop! Stop! I don't have your person.
And she tried her best to solve this peacefully. But it seems Mica's mind was made up. She had decided to move on, and according to friends and family, she was becoming her old self once again. But on April 27th, 2024, after leaving for work, something happened.
And see, she was finally starting to become her old self. She was getting away from the predicament, the situation. And then this happens. Yes, Manu, please reach out for help, and the Lord will be with you, and there are people out here to help you. Daisy says, Manu, yes, I have no man in my life, just me and my daughter. Yeah. Okay, TJ, Manu, me and you email Kiki and have her give you my number. Yes, I will, Manu. I will. I believe so too, Rhonda. I believe he wrote to her. Yeah, I do too. It's sad, man. It's so extensive what she went through. And then here she was thinking that the lady that he is with now, okay, thinking that that lady, Susie Skinner, was her friend because she was a member of the church. And then now to be with her husband. They just got married, I think, back in the summer. I mean, this is crazy. I found out was here on earth, my job from God, and it's to help people, and I'm here to help you. And Manu, yes, we're here to help. And I'm so glad I have a channel that people, you know, can talk. Sometimes it just helps to talk, you know, and sometimes you know, you can talk and be like, you know, here's what you need to do, and we can give you sources to, you know, get out there, get out of the situation. I know it's not that easy sometimes, guys. I know.
Happened. And Mica didn't show up. And she showed up at Dick's pawn shop to purchase a firearm. And according to friends and family, she had been talking about it for several days to protect herself because she feared for her life. But the police have a different story. They say this is where she purchased the weapon, and this is when she decided to take her own life. From there, she drove to a North Carolina state park, where she supposedly pulled the trigger herself. But it's the route that she took to get there that bring a lot more questions than answers. Now, we all know the story by now. She stopped by a gas station, purchased a few things along with some gas, and then headed to Lumber River State Park where her life ended. But now there's new information that has forced me to go back and look at every detail regarding that day. For example, many of you believe that Mica was being tracked that day, being followed. And according to Charlotte Korn, Mica's best friend, she had a conversation with John Paul just hours after Mica's death. And she believes John Paul admitted that he was indeed tracking Mica that day. So you believe that moments before Mica died, John Paul Miller was tracking her?
Yep. And it honestly kind of sent a shiver down my spine.
But there's a couple more things that many have not caught on to.
So see, also, she has a friend, I think, was in another state up there, and they thought she had told her friend that she was headed up to see her, is what I remember. And she had stopped by that North Carolina park. And allegedly, yeah, was found. She couldn't have floated there. Yeah, Rhonda, I agree. And there were some hunters allegedly out in the woods, right? And heard the shots. And the way the wound was, it was impossible for her to do herself. Okay? He has not been charged. Not yet, me and you. He has not. Yes, that's what I'm saying, me and you. What Daisy is saying right now, I'm not going to speak that out, okay? But you, yes, you dial that. You promised me, girl. You promised me. Anyways, what was I thinking of? One of the guys that passed away was an alleged witness about a money situation. He had gotten money. He had allegedly found Mica, I think, that day and called 911. I'll have to find it. But he was in a weird car accident afterwards, guys. So a lot of people leading up to this case have passed on also. Okay, it kind of reminds me of the Summer Wells case, right? Did you see the blonde lady in a car talking about the same thing, and she was living in a car hiding? I can't remember her name. Rhonda, no, I haven't. And also, guys, Ron, some have sent me some photos of your loved ones to make a video for Christmas to honor your loved ones that passed on. And I'm getting that together. We are going to do the drawing. I was going to do a drawing. The way I was going to do it is with the super chats. Okay. If you can't do it, no big deal. No big deal. But if you can do the super chat of like $1.99 or 99 cents, whatever, then I was going to enter you into a bigger drawing. So we're going to do 2 drawings. Okay. Yeah. Rhonda, send that to me in email and I'll look into that. Okay. But listen to this, guys. I think we're only going to make it through half of this video. We're only 6 minutes in.
For example, take a look at this truck.
Yeah,
Pulling
look at
into
the
the
black
parking
truck,
lot
guys. What
and
is it about
immediately
black
backing
truck?
out. Pretty odd, considering the truck didn't do a U-turn. It continued down the route that it was already on. A few minutes later, Mica walks out of Dick's pawn shop. But instead of going straight to the state park, Mica went the opposite direction and stopped at a random gas station 40 minutes out of the way. According to multiple people who live in Myrtle Beach, they say that this route
Really, Rhonda?
makes no sense if
She
she
was
was
going
heading
through
to
the
the
same
state
thing as
park.
Micah saying church.
And take a look
Ooh,
at the gas
send that
station
to me.
itself. It's not exactly a beacon of cleanliness. Friends and family of Mica say she would never stop at a gas station like this.
Okay, TJ, you cracked me up. Hey, now I got a blackout truck. I love my black truck. I'm psycho, but not that psycho. I have a blacked out SUV. Well, yeah, it's blacked out all the way around down to the wheels. So I understand. There's a little psycho in all of us, just not that psycho, right? Listen to our pattern, though, guys. The family says the routes she took and stuff were not normal. Was not normal. Okay?
Unless she had a reason. And when the surveillance footage was released, thousands around the world scoured through it, looking for that infamous blue truck that John Paul Miller is known to drive. But on this day, that truck was nowhere near Mica Miller. It was far south of Myrtle Beach, hours away from where Mica was. But what if we were looking for the wrong vehicle? Remember this photo? Just 4 days after Mica passed away, John Paul Miller was seen in a restaurant parking lot with Susie Skinner. This is nothing new. We've all known this. But we haven't known what happened immediately afterwards. Until now.
You were the one who took the picture of John Paul and Susie in the restaurant parking lot just days after Mica's death.
That's correct.
This is Angela Clark. And her husband are very familiar with John Paul Miller. So familiar, they would consider themselves good friends for many, many years.
We walked back through them.
Grace, he was quarter owner, allegedly, of a bar in Myrtle Beach. I'm sorry, okay? I'm not perfect, by no means. But if you own a bar, you don't need to be pastoring a church. That's just common sense to me. Right? That's straddling the fence, folks. Either you're in or you ain't. You ain't straddling that fence. Nope. Can't happen. But me and you, yeah, she was beautiful. Oh, don't y'all talk about TJ's truck now. Now I gotta make a shirt that says, don't talk about TJ's truck, right? That's hilarious. I'm drinking some coffee, guys. Let me tell you what happened to me. I went to a doctor last week, and, no surprise, I'm in menopause, of course, and because of everything that I went through. But they increased my hormones like double, okay? Double. And so I'm having major hot flashes. My energy levels increased like 100%. So I'm going around, my ADHD is going crazy. I'm going 100 miles an hour and I can't think straight. I'm hoping this levels off a little bit because this is insane. Lord, if you're in menopause, ladies, God love you. Get them hormones checked. Get things straightened out. Okay. Rhonda says common sense isn't so common anymore, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. TJ says, I heard JP was a, yeah, allegedly, yeah. There's a lot of he was, let me tell you something, guys. Grace, how am I worrying you? Never will, I'm glad. Let me tell you, though. I know y'all are going to think I'm crazy, but if, like, I know, Rhonda, I know, right? I try to tell Grace she needs them. Anyways, when men, and I'm no doctor, okay, but I've been around people, when men are on certain things like that, the testosterone or whatever, it changes. I swear, it's like a demon. It changes them. But it helps women, okay? Hormones help women. Rhonda had a complete 24 and never took a hormone. DJ says you still feel like a teenager, Rhonda. Lord, I had energy, but here Grace is saying, why are you so tired? Why are you so tired? I have 5 kids, Grace. I don't stop. From the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, I don't stop.
And exited up where the restaurant was. And as we were walking toward our car, because the mall was closed, there weren't many cars there. I would say maybe 5, 6 cars in the area that we were parked. And as we walked toward the car, I looked up and there was a car with a Solid Rock sticker on the back of it. And I remember clearly thinking, God, what are you trying to say right now? I just need a break from this right now. You know, my heart was hurting. And as I looked up, I saw the profile of a man and realized very quickly that it was John Paul. I did not know the woman that was with him, but it was clear that there was a very serious conversation going on. They were standing very closely together. It was disturbing to me. I had been told about Susie by Mica. I do not know Susie. I did not know what she looked like. I didn't know anything about her. But my husband just kind of squeezed my hand and said, you know, let's just get in the car.
So, right after Mica passing, okay, this was a picture that was captured from, I guess, other church members or people that knew them, that he was standing with another woman, which he's married to now, okay, which her husband passed on too. So you can get deep into this story, guys, but I want to show you before we get off here, because I have to go decorate for my daughter's birthday party. She turned 5 yesterday, but now that's what I'm saying, Grace. Right here. That's what I'm afraid of. I wouldn't. I'm sorry, and I'm not being mean, but as beautiful as Mica was, okay, hang on, I'm gonna show y'all something. As beautiful as she was, why she would fall for him, I can't comprehend. Right here. Got that in breaking news today. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Rhonda, Mama. Yeah, she turned 5. We went to eat and all that. It was so funny. We went to a melting pot and they brought out a little bitty piece of cake, like the size of hardly nothing. And she looked at it and she goes, Mom, I want a big birthday cake. I don't want. So we went to Walmart and she picked out a birthday cake last night. But not to get off subject. Sorry, guys. John Paul Miller has been indicted by federal authorities. FBI did raid his house back late summer, I think it was. TJ says Mica didn't look at outer beauty. She looked at inner beauty, and at the time he was a great con artist. I agree. I will, TJ, Kathy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, me and you. Hang on just. Oh my gosh, my little one's got my phone and she's taking pictures and she's talking on it. We all messed up. But anyways, it's a sad story, guys. Very sad. And I want to get deep diving into this story. I really do. Thank you, Daisy Duke. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes for her. Thank you. At the age of 1, they already, yeah, I know. She knows how to snap and everything else. She knows how to snap. Okay, we're going to give credit to News Nation, and we're going to play this where he got indicted, because I'm happy that he did, in my opinion. What he put her through just makes me completely nauseated. If all that was true, which in my opinion, I believe it was, because people are actually speaking out. And he needs to lose control, right? Not lose control, but he needs to lose control of controlling people, in my opinion. Taking people's money from church, allegedly, in my opinion. All the things that are sickening. Okay? This is sick, guys, in my opinion. How people can believe people like this. It is beyond me, right? Let's play this. Thank you. Thank you for dropping that. And yeah, thank you guys for coming in. Guys, it's trying. It is trying. It's circling, circling, circling. But beyond, yeah, it's beyond me how people can believe anyone in charge like this should not. Okay, if we can't play the video, I'm going to read. Myrtle Beach. Hang on. A federal grand jury in Colombia indicted John Paul Miller, this was 18 hours ago, on 2 counts. Okay, now it's going to play. Hang on, guys. The ad. Sorry. This computer's, I swear, I need more storage or something. I've got to delete some things.
Continuing coverage for you tonight following the federal indictment of former Solid Rock pastor John Paul Miller. He's facing 2 counts, including cyber stalking his late wife, Mica Miller. Our Sydney Ryan is breaking down that indictment, also has reactions from Mica Miller's family attorney.
This 3-page indictment is the first time John Paul Miller has been indicted with anything related to do with his late estranged wife, Mica Miller.
This is the beginning of holding him accountable. Would I like to see more?
And they have a
Yes,
woman
I
attorney.
would.
I love
but
that.
I'm thrilled to know we got this. I know that the public was getting a little bit impatient. I admit I probably was a little bit myself on when is this going to happen, but the wheels of justice turn slowly, and there's a reason for that.
Former Solid Rock Church pastor John Paul Miller has been indicted by a federal grand jury for cyber stalking Mica Miller and making false statements. Mica died in April of 2024, and the circumstances and investigation into her death captured national attention due to allegations surrounding her marriage to John Paul. The first count in the indictment is cyber stalking, which prosecutors say occurred from November 2022 to April 2024, alleging that during that time John Paul sent Mica unwanted harassing messages messages, once calling her more than 50 times in one day. He is also accused of damaging and placing tracking devices on her car. Mica's family attorney tells me she is, quote, very happy, unquote, to see the indictment.
When you read through this indictment and count one, which the victim one is Mica, it's exhausting by the time you get to the end of that one paragraph. And to think about living in that type of circumstance on a daily, regular basis, nonstop, is extreme emotional abuse.
The second count is false statements. Federal investigators interviewed John Paul about the cyberstalking allegations, and it's alleged he lied in his responses, claiming that on March 11th of 2024, Mica called him more times than he called her. The indictment says he called her at least 50 times more than she called him. Additionally, the indictment says John Paul claimed he did not damage Mica's car, but agents allege he used a tire deflation device on her tires. Ward tells me she believes this indictment is the beginning of holding John Paul accountable for his alleged emotional abuse of Mica.
What do you hope happens next?
Well, I hope we get a conviction on all counts and maximum sentence. I just hope that what we have will end in justice for Mica and justice for all victims of emotional abuse.
John Paul Miller's arraignment is scheduled for January 12th in federal court in Florence. Reporting in Horry County, Sydney Ryan, WFBF News.
Boy, and if they televise that, then Kiki's going to be right all over that. And I just want to say something. Let me turn this music off. Me and you, let me tell you, girl, I don't know you. We have talked by email. But you look yourself in the mirror. You be proud of yourself. You say, I am worth it. I am beautiful. God made me the way he wanted to. Okay? When he says things like that to you, you just laugh and be, just laugh and just say, that's fine. I don't need your gifts. I don't need your gifts. But I know my self-worth. Girl, yeah, you got that baby. And don't think that just because you have a child with someone that you're tied. I mean, there may have to be visitations and things like that. But you do not stay with someone, okay? There is resources and help out there, okay? And I will get TJ's number to you by email before I go decorate over there. But we're about to leave. Yes, nobody should put up with that. All right. And see, another thing, if you stay in an abusive situation, guys, and I'm going to, herbs and animal, hello, herbs, welcome in. I don't know what that says, but okay. Anyways, if you stay in a situation like that and you having a son, okay, he could also get those characteristics if he looks up to dad. Does that make sense? He could also get those characteristics, and as he grows, talk down to you the same way. Do you understand? Yeah, let's delete that comment, TJ, up there, because I'm not all about that. Those herbs saying that stuff. Not in here, not on my channel. You're welcome to stay, herb, but you are not welcome to mention those. Okay? We're going to delete that comment. One more time, you'll be put in the corner with your juice. Yes, anytime you make a threat report, he makes a threat, report it to police. You need a paper trail. Write everything down. Everything. Thank you, TJ. Write everything down, please, me and you. But you are worth it. Remember that, okay? Don't ever think that other that you were thinking, ever. Well, I may take away the juice box if they continue, right? Anyways, I love you guys. It was great talking to you, and I have missed you so much. And I'm going to try to come on. Let's see. I'm not going to promise tomorrow, maybe tomorrow evening, but it's more likely going to be either Sunday evening because we don't have service, or on Monday. Okay. But we're going to follow a lot of cases. And please remember also Sebastian Wade, Drake Rogers. We're just waiting to see if there's a break in that. Summer Wells. And there's other kids out there too. Right. And in Tennessee too, I forgot to tell you guys, they're hiring more CPS workers now, allegedly. That came out over the last week. So hopefully, did you do my internet, daughter? I will see you somewhere on the street. Me and you, I'm going to give you TJ's phone number and you guys can conversate, but I am here too. If I don't get back to you right away, I try to get back to you, okay? Okay, Daisy. She just went live. Okay, I don't know her well. I see some of the videos, but I don't know her very well, Daisy. But I love you guys. I want you to have a blessed weekend, and I'm going to put some videos up over the weekend, hopefully, and I'll see you guys Monday, okay? Maybe we can run Monday through Friday, anywhere from 3 to 5 o'clock every day. That's what I'm hoping. And bring you some new stuff, guys. I love you. Have a great day, okay?
$500 children in Tennessee. It's a mighty long way from you and me. 500 children, they're gone every month. I ain't never seen numbers like that. What could be going on? My goodness gracious, and we working hard to get you back home. Working hard to get you back home. Working